how to plan daily activities when traveling. That's what we'll cover in today's video, because very often when we are traveling, there comes this big question. What activities can you do while traveling? I'll share with you my 5 best tips, and hopefully these will spark some fun ideas about the things that you can do while traveling, or even how to plan ahead those activities. As much as the activities are concerned, they are great, but planning when to do them will be equally important. Number 1, if you're not sure what to do, one of the best ways is to ask the locals. Whether you're staying at a hotel or a hostel, you can always go down to the lobby, the reception, and ask them what are the best things to do around in the area. It can be even from a person from the roadside, a cafe or restaurant you go to. The thing is that the locals will be the ones who are best placed to give the most up-to-date information. Because let's face it, online blogs, online videos, online reviews are great. But the thing is, many of those reviews might be coming from people who go to the touristy places where they are more concerned about the touristy areas, and also these might be out of date information. That's why the locals' perspective might be the best option. In that way, you can get some pretty interesting things to do from a local's perspective. But of course, I would recommend you to find a trustworthy person that you can relate to and not some random stranger. Number 2, another way of finding activities is to think about the activities that you normally like doing in your own country. For example, for me, I like watching sunsets. I normally go to the beaches for sunsets in Mauritius, and so sometimes when I travel, I would look for opportunities for sunsets, either going to a rooftop bar or a hillside or anywhere else where I can catch a very nice sunset, and that would be more meaningful for me. But it can be different for you. For example, if you like riding a bicycle, you can think about searching for biking tours in the area. In that way, you get to experience and explore this new place doing something that you like. Another example could be cooking classes. If you like cooking, well, you can look for a cooking class where you can learn more about the local food and then experience something that you like. That to me is the most powerful thing to do. Conversely, if there's something that you don't like, for example, if you're not a museum person, going to the best museum in town might not be the most fulfilling thing to do. It's not because a lot of people are going there that will be the best option for you. By the way, I'm not a museum guy, and most of the museums I don't really enjoy, except a few of them. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to museums at all, but you can go based on a priority list. You prioritize the activities that you would enjoy the most, and then the lesser ones, you can do it at the end of the day. And if you don't have time, chances are you won't be missing out on a lot. Number 3 is to be aware of certain local traditions and cultures that are in place. For example, being from Mauritius, I'm always used to Saturday and Sunday being my weekends. And normally, if I want to go to a place where there's less people, then I would plan to go on the weekdays, Monday to Friday. And I always thought it is the same thing around the world, until I went to Dubai and another part of Malaysia, which is Johor, that I realized that their weekends are on Friday and Saturday, and Sunday would be a normal working day. In that way, if I were to know about this, I would have planned my activities differently. Likewise, when you go to a new place, it's good to know about the public holidays too, else you might be surprised. I remember there was this one time we were in Japan and we wanted to go and explore this place, but actually we didn't realize that it was a public holiday. We traveled all the way there only to find it closed. And yep, there was a lot of time wasted while getting there and going back to other places. If we knew earlier, then we would have skipped it or scheduled it for another day. Another bonus tip is also to always call the places that you want to visit to ensure that they are open for the day and then only go there. Because many times we often look at the Google reviews and see the Google opening hours, but that might not be up to date too. The best is to go to the website of the thing you want to visit itself and see the timings from there. They would be more accurate. But in case they don't have any website, you can just give them a call and get the most up-to-date information. By the way, these are just a few of the tips that I'm sharing with you guys, and if you want to have access to my 101 travel tips to make you a more knowledgeable traveler, then make sure to check the link in the description box for our free ebook. But if you want some more premium tips, then head over to my website kelvinbtravels.com and you will have my insider tips on how to travel more for less. By the way, if you're new to this channel, if you like traveling and you like personal finance and you want to learn how to travel the world through a millennial's perspective, then make sure to click that subscribe button with the bell notification icon clicked. Another important thing to take note when planning activities while traveling is to look at the weather forecast. This is something that we used to overlook a lot before, but we found out that this can be a key indicator in planning our activities. Even though weather forecast might not be 100% accurate, but you can use it as a reference guide to know roughly which days might be raining or which days might be sunny. In that way, you can schedule your indoor activities on possibly rainy days and outdoor activities, for example, a hike on a day which is more sunny. In that way, you will make most of the activities in the best possible way. By the way, do comment down below if you have any other tips when it comes to planning activities while traveling. We would be glad to hear from you. Number 5, if you're familiar with Airbnb, then you might know that they have transitioned slightly into another area, which is Airbnb experiences. Now, we haven't tried Airbnb experiences, but these are experiences that you can book mainly from the locals, where they will be teaching you different things. Maybe it could be a cooking class, it could be a hiking or trek on waterfalls or mountains and all the like. The great thing about this is that it provides very unique experiences because you are going direct to a local instead of going to a company, because a company always has a set rules of things to do around. Going to a local and mingling with a local will be one of the best way to get a more raw, I don't know if you can say rawer, but yeah, let's just say more raw aspect of how it is to live there. We haven't tried it yet, but we are looking forward to try Airbnb experiences when we resume our travel after the COVID situation is better. Now, if you're new to Airbnb or Airbnb experiences, I've got a link down below in the description box where you can benefit a discount. Head over to that link and get your discount before it's too late. All in all, traveling and doing activities and planning your activities will definitely enhance your experience in that country. But I still want to stress that it's not always about checking activities off the list. If you feel there are certain things which are too much, then don't overdo things. Don't worry about it. It's okay to scrape off some of the activities because you don't want to overdo things and rush through things just to complete everything on a bucket list. It's always best to enjoy the moment and live in the present and make the most of the current time and not be too stressed out about completing everything. If you need some time to rest and recharge yourself, then it's okay. It's perfectly fine to take half a day off, just staying in your hostel or hotel, not doing anything. You don't want to fall sick on a trip. That would be the worst thing. Hope you've gotten some value out of this video, and if you want to learn more, then make sure to check the link in the description box for more information. That's all I have for today. Cheers for now. Goodbye.